Hi, I'm Anne Rhodes and this is Jules from the Roving Stove. So today we thought that we would honor an old friend of mine who's an artist called Keith Haring, and Taji decided that we would print out some of his pieces of art and then I would trace them on parchment paper and cut them out so that we can do the shapes on our gingerbread cookies. And then we'll decorate them later on. So to start with, this is one of the printouts that Tatjana did. And I've already cut it out here, and I'm going to put my parchment paper over the top, and I'm going to trace around the edges. And that way, hopefully, when we roll the gingerbread out, we'll get a nice shape, and we'll use royal icing to pipe around the edges to give it some decoration. I did take the liberty, because I knew this would take a while to do, of already cutting out the angel and the dog ahead of time. But I just wanted you to be able to see how I go about doing it in the first place, so it's not too confusing for you later on. First, we're going to turn our heat on to about medium-low. Let's get our shortening in there and get it melting. We'll put our brown sugar in and the corn syrup. We should have a little Bing Cosby singing in the background or something for some atmosphere here. Christmas. These can make great Christmas presents for neighbors, for doctors, for anybody that you have that you are on your Christmas list that you don't quite know what to buy as a gift. People always appreciate something homemade. Okay, I think this is mixed up just fine. Let's take it off the heat and take it on over here. And let's start making our cookies. It's all-purpose flour. Got 2½ teaspoons of ginger, ground ginger, 1½ teaspoons of ground cinnamon, a ¼ teaspoon of allspice, half a teaspoon of salt, and then we're going to put our nutmeg in there just to add a little bit more flavor. And I like it fresh grated. I think it always tastes so much better when you do that. Do it that way. We're adding the corn syrup and the sugar mixture now. It would start really slow or the flour is going to go everywhere. The consistency of the dough will be a little crumbly when we finish, but that's okay. It'll still pull together when we roll it out. Okay, what we're going to do when you go to roll it out, you want to roll it out while it's still warm, but you also want a light dusting of flour on the board so it doesn't stick to it. I'll put that out of the way. And then take your rolling pin and roll, and you want to get it to about 1/8 of an inch thickness before you start. Now, if your dough cools too much and it starts falling apart, you can put it back into a warm oven for a couple minutes just to warm it back up again. And I think that looks just about right. Take our stencil and take a paring knife and just cut around the edges. Now we're going to set it in our baking sheet. And this is a fun thing to do with your children. If I didn't have Tatjana running the camera, she'd be helping me right now. Wouldn't you, Taj?
Yes, I would be.
That's a very shy yes. I hate to say it, but I'm a cookie dough monster. I can never stay out of it. I always have to try it. And we should have the basis for our angel. Let's see how that does. Peel that back. Okay, now we've got our shapes ready. We're going to put them in our 350-degree oven for 10 to 15 minutes to bake. While the other batch of cookies are baking, and they smell so good between the cinnamon and the ginger and the allspice, and just smells yummy. Okay, I think they should be ready. It's been about 15 minutes since we put them in. So let's pull them out. Perfect. Check those babies out. And I think with the bigger ones like the angel, You need to be very careful to loosen up all the sides before you pull it off. There we go. See that moving. And we just let those cool to room temperature now so they harden up a little bit, and then we'll ice them. Okay, now we're going to make our royal icing. And what we're going to do essentially is put a pound of confection sugar, or powdered sugar, 2 egg whites. This is 1, 2 teaspoons of water, and a 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar. Put all those in there, and we're just going to mix it slowly at first so that you don't send it flying everywhere, and gradually increase your speed. All right, it's been about 5 minutes now. Flip this over and make a nice well in there, and then spoon the icing right in there. Right, that's enough for now. I'm gonna unfold it, and we're gonna take our icing, and we're gonna go over here, and I'm gonna ask Taji to do some of this now. Taj, what are you doing there? Are you decorating a cookie?
I'm trying to decorate the angel that we've baked.
Gingerbread angel. Keith Haring gingerbread angel. There we go. We've got a better consistency now. It was too stiff before, so we added a little more water to it. If you add a little too much water, just add some more powdered sugar.
Of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know.